The school bullies steal Emily's bike, and Rocky challenges them to a basketball game to win it back. But he breaks one of the ninja rules he learned, and he was too overconfident. So he spots the bullies 9 points. And I'm like, my guy, now it's Radventure time. Let's kick it into action. Alright, you rascals, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Three Ninjas. This was a movie from the 90s that really tapped into the whole martial arts craze that was going on in the early 90s. So of course we had Power Rangers, where we had Jason and Tommy, who were always like teaching martial arts at the youth center and stuff. So yeah, it was sort of a common thing. And I feel like Three Ninjas really kind of tapped into that same sort of market. So I thought I'd take a look at it. But yeah, I just remember really liking this movie back in the day. It was fun. It had martial arts. You know, I always liked movies where I could picture myself as the kid in the situation and sort of getting put in this sort of like bigger sort of adventure. You know, it was always fun to sort of imagine that. Oi, mate, you're talking about Three Ninjas? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that movie's crazy, mate. I mean, come on. I can go with you with guys in spandex fighting monsters from space. But three little kids taking on a team of grown ninjas? I don't know, mate. I might have to suspend my belief a lot for that one. No, I mean, yeah, it is kind of crazy, the whole concept that these three boys are able to go up against grown men in pretty much all the movies. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do all of them yet, but yeah, probably. But anyways, yeah, it is a little bit of an absurd, but it's just kind of fun movie, you know. Whatever, mate. Let's get on with it then. So we start off by meeting the three titular ninjas as they're staying with their Japanese grandfather for the summer. They're learning how to be ninjas because I guess that's a thing that you do with your grandfather in the summer.
I'm here.
Grandpa, how'd you do that?
2 lessons you have to learn from this battle. Number 1, never attack unless you're gonna win.
And lesson 2?
Don't climb a tree that's full of thorns. Ooh.
Okay, I don't know if their laughter is supposed to sound this fake, because like the joke that their grandfather said is actually not that funny, so they're just kind of humoring him with some fake laughter, or it's just bad acting. I don't know if these kids were in anything before. They're relatively young actors, so you know, maybe they haven't learned how to laugh realistically on camera. I mean, it could be that, but I'm gonna choose to believe that they're just sort of humoring their grandfather, like, ha ha ha, that's funny, grandpa, even though it's actually not. Let's just go with that. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. All right, so this is where we find out that their dad is an agent for the FBI.
It is a pleasure to do business with you, Mr. Snyder. Now, on behalf of the people of my country, I would like to say you're under arrest. Free Snyder, FBI!
Okay, if I have to point out all the insensitive cultural issues in this movie, I mean, that's going to be like the whole video. So it's there. It was a different time. We know. You get it. So their dad, the FBI agent, he's trying to stop this like Terry Silver type villain guy, but unfortunately he gets away. So then the Terry Silver type of villain, they call him Snyder, he decides to retaliate by attacking the FBI agent's father-in-law, which I guess they have history together. So the boys have to fight a squad of full-grown ninjas, because nothing says summer fun with grandpa like 3 kids taking on trained assassins. Yeah, mate, realistically this fight should last about 3 seconds, but not in the whimsical world of 3 ninjas. So we're supposed to believe that their grandfather, who looks like this, can fight like this? I mean, obviously most actors use stunt doubles when there's a fight scene, but this one's it's stretching belief a bit. But yeah, actually the stunt doubles for the kids aren't as noticeable as I thought they might be. I mean, I don't know if that's true for the later movies, but for this one at least, it's not as glaring as I expected. So the boys return to their home, and Snyder decides to kidnap them to use them as leverage.
Hey, amigos, this is my library. You buy or you go.
Oh, my apologies, my good man. Hammer, go score the frozen fruit concentrate and those gnarly little snack cakes.
No sweat, dude.
Cool. Marcus, score some nacho chips and some radical salsa. Dude, none of that green stuff. Dude. And you, my good man? Open up the cash register. That's right, dude. Us three boneheads are sticking you up. Dude.
I do kind of love how chill these guys are at robbing a convenience store. Like, they're just hanging out, looking at magazines, or reading magazines, if you will, and nonchalantly just robbing the guy. They got like that whole Bill and Ted sort of like slacker vibe, and it just lets us know right away like what these guys are like. You know, they're not like really evil. They're kind of just doing things they gotta do. Yeah, mate, I can appreciate that. You know, when I was working for Scalador, you know, it was sort of just a part-time thing, you know. I really wanted to focus on my music, but I had to do what I had to do. Yeah, I mean, you did some pretty awful things, though. Oi, mate, that was the past. Come on, we're in the present now. Time to move on. I guess. And in contrast to these chill kidnappers, we have Snyder, the actual villain.
Your boys will take care of the kids. Then I'll put the screws on Douglas. Fax Colonel Furrick and tell him we can ship the missiles in 2 days. God, I love being a bad guy.
I do love how cheesy this is, though, like, because normally the bad guy in a movie, they don't really think that they're the bad guy. They have their reasons for doing the things they do or whatever, but this is a kid's movie, so they got to make it painfully obvious, like, yes, this is the bad guy. He has no redeeming qualities. He's just bad. And he loves it.
School bites it. I want to stay with Grandpa. Yeah, me too. Could you guys shut up? Mom won't hear you. Oh, say hi to your girlfriend for me. Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily. Mom's coming. Mom. Gotta go. Bye.
And I just love the whimsy here again. Like, the fact that they have this alert system whenever their mom's coming, and he's like talking to his quote unquote girlfriend next door through the can phone or whatever. And it's just like a lot of wish fulfillment things going on, which I feel doesn't really happen much anymore in movies today. Or if they do it, it's more like a supernatural thing or like a chosen one type of thing. Or like turns out I have powers. But something like this is actually a little more believable. Like, even though it's over the top, technically, if you have the engineering skills, you could do something like what they have. And that just makes it more relatable because anyone could technically do this. Not everyone is the boy who lived, you know? So, then the school bullies steal Emily's bike, and Rocky challenges them to a basketball game to win it back. But he breaks one of the ninja rules he learned, and he was too overconfident. So he spots the bullies 9 points. And I'm like, my guy, come on. Like, I get what he's doing. You know, he's like, I'm confident. I'm so good that I can give these guys 9 points, and we're still gonna win. But like, bro, just 9 points, maybe spot them like 5. I don't know. Like, give yourself some room, but he has to show off. And I do remember watching this as a kid, wondering why Emily's like so mad at him for sticking up for her. Well, in my eyes, he was just sticking up for her. I'm thinking like, yeah, I would love if someone stuck up for me like that, you know, try to fight someone to get something back from me. But I can see now that, like, he didn't need to do any of this, really. He could have really just told the teacher. Or if doing the basketball game was necessary, again, he didn't have to spot them the 9 points. I mean, it does make him look pretty cool that he's winning for most of the game. So there's that, but unfortunately the bullies, believe it or not, play dirty and Colt misses the shot and they lose their bikes. So then Colt finds the full photo version of the one that he saw earlier back at the cabin. And he finds out that Snyder is the person in the picture that he couldn't see before. And I actually like the fact that they actually set up this photo earlier because Colt asked, "Who's that in the picture?" And he says, "That's your grandma." So then it makes it painfully obvious, in case anyone was wondering, like, why these 3 white boys have a Japanese grandfather. But then you realize, oh, he married a white woman. But also sets up this revelation later that their grandfather is friends with the villain. And it starts to cast doubt on their grandfather. So the three slacker goons break into the house in order to kidnap the kids. But Colt sees them and he decides rather than call the cops like a normal person would do, he thinks, hey, why don't we take on these grown men with guns with our ninja skills?
Rocky, this could be our chance. If we can take these three robbers ourselves, then maybe Dad will see that our ninja training's worth it. Yes! Should we do it? Let's moralize them. What are we gonna use against those guys with guns?
Maybe replace them digitally with walkie-talkies? And now it's time for the Home Alone hijinks section of the movie.
Don't you just hate us?
So somehow the three ninjas defeat the three grown men. However, the assistant boss guy shows up and ends up just taking them anyways. So then Grandpa Mori shows up in full ninja gear and it just looks so funny. I mean, look at this. He looks so little and he's just so funny. I'm sorry, that just really tickled me. So he asked their FBI dad to give him a chance to try and get the kids back on his own. So then Grandpa Mori sneaks onto the ship where the boys are being held.
Gotta get out of here so we can help Grandpa when he comes. Grandpa? Rocky, you must have been hit in the head too many times, because Grandpa is one of them. He's a ninja. Grandpa will come. I don't care who he is as long as he brings something to eat. Would you guys get a clue? Grandpa isn't coming. He sold us out.
I don't really buy that Colt would just turn on their grandfather this easily. I get that they need the conflict, but this seems just a little too forced. But then again, this is the same boy who thought it was a good idea to take on three armed men on their own rather than call the cops. So yeah, I guess his reasoning skills have yet to be developed. So Rocky tricks the guards and the three boys escape. So they team up with their grandpa and defeat most of the ninjas until Snyder comes out and tells Grandpa Mori if he defeats him, then he'll let the kids go. So Mori fights Snyder and he's just about to lose, but luckily Tum Tum earlier gave him some jelly beans for luck.
So much for never fighting battles! You can't win! Ha! Ha!
Yeah, Grandpa, get him! Yes!
Then their FBI dad comes to save the day to capture him. Who knew Tum Tum's sugar addiction would actually come in clutch? But yeah, that was Three Ninjas. As goofy as the whole premise is, it's actually not that bad. It kind of holds up. I love the grandpa character. This short little man fighting like a trained ninja. I mean, he's got Yoda vibes going on. And what was with that Snyder guy? What was the whole trend of businessy, sort of ponytail villain guys in the 80s who also did karate? What's up with that, mate? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he definitely had Terry Silver vibes going on. But yeah, anyway, that's Three Ninjas. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and why not click that bell? Don't forget to leave a comment. Did you watch this movie when you were a kid? What'd you think of it? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was too cheesy or what? But until next time, see ya!